a question, and very interesting question. Who am I? So, yesterday one lady, she rang me from a distance, I think from India, and she told, Swamiji, I want to know who am I? I told you should come to North Carolina. Then only we'll be able to know it. Now, why we are asking this question? When we are satisfied with our association with this body and mind and all other things, the moment we are associated with this body and mind, we are associated with all other things, means our relatives, our friends, our society, everything comes with only one identity, this body. And before we go to the discussion, let us chant a mantra from the Veda. This, I think, is very rare, you have not heard, and meaning is also completely different. So I will chant it, you please repeat after me. Yah Purvam Brahmanam Vidadhati Yah Vai Tasmai Vedat Cha Prahinoti Aham mumukshu Vaitamha Atma buddhi Prakasham Devam sharanam prapadde Prapadde, I take refuge, I request. What for that? Now this very interestingly, it mentioned, Yah Purvam Brahmanam Vidadhati, the great being who creates the subtle cosmic being which is Brahma. Purvam, in the beginning. Purvam means in the beginning. Brahmanam, the subtle cosmic being which is Brahma, that was created. Who created? Someone. First. Second, Yah Vai Tasmai Vedat Cha Prahinoti Cha in Sanskrit means and. Again, he gave him all knowledge. Veda means knowledge. Not only creation of that person and also gave the knowledge. I Mumukshu Vai Tamha, I want to know him. Atma Buddhi Prakasham, the revealer of the self-knowledge. I want to know that person who has created Brahma, the firstborn and the creator, and who has given the knowledge to that same Brahma so that he can create. And then finally he is telling, I want to know that particular being because I am mumukshu. I want self-liberation. Now the question when you are asking, who am I? Come over here. Who am I means, I want to get liberation. Otherwise, why should I ask this question? I am satisfied, I am happy with everything. I am asking this question because there is another desire is there. They call it subtle agenda. The subtle agenda is what? Liberation. And liberation, who can give? Though the person who has created, he is the only being who is having that quality, capacity. So I take refuge in him. who am I? This search is nothing but to get the liberation. That this is the first step. And how to go to that? How to reach to that? Who am I? Now, in the present sense, if we look at us, we are conscious about the body and mind. Always they say psycho-physical being. We have a body, we have a mind. The body is inert, but mind is conscious. But when we go to deep and analyze, mind is also not conscious. Mind is also inert, but very subtle. So it seems it is conscious. Now, from distance I see a mirror. Why? Because it is reflecting the sunlight. From distance in a building I looked, oh, such a big mirror on the top. Whole building is full of mirror, it is reflecting the light. But the walls are there, so I can understand this is the wall, this is the mirror. I come near to the building. And I said, no, this is the building and the windows. They're all glasses. Same sunlight is reflecting on the window glasses, window panels, and also the walls. Same sunlight. But reflection that is being created much more by the glasses than the wall. So what I think, the mind is subtle and mind is conscious. But the Vedantin, Hindus, they go down, analyze and say, no, mind is also not conscious. It is also inert but subtle. Better than the body. The body is completely gross. So if the mind is not conscious, then what is there which is guiding us? This is the third question it comes. Now if we give the example of these bulbs, there is an outer shell is good, but is of no use if the filament inside that is not there. Something should be there inside that, nicely decorated, which is called bulb. So inside that is a filament, very subtle. We can't see that, but that is burning. Now, is it truly that filament is burning and giving the light? No. Similarly, the mind of our mind, we are all troubled with the mind. When something good happened, we are happy. But something bad happened, we suffer. When we are happy, body has nothing to do. When we suffer, body has nothing to do. The body is just the outer shell, so no problem. Now with the mind, so we all go to control the mind. How to meditate, how to meditate. Now the $1,000 people are earning just to teach meditation. From Delhi, I was coming, one young lady, she came and you know that because of the Gerua, so she came, Swamiji Namaste, are you going to America? Because you were waiting for the American flight. I told, yes, you are also? Yeah, I'm going over there. I told, going for study? No, I'm a teacher. And I teach yoga, I'm a yoga guru. You, yoga guru? Good. No problem. No, they have gone to school and got the certificate, how to see, stretch your leg, and all that yoga gurus. What is the yoga? Controlling the mind. And that lady could not sit in one place for even a minute, getting out, going out, coming out, again sitting, and oh my God.
Walking yoga.
Walking yoga, jumping yoga, walking yoga. Now, what is yoga? Control of the mind. And what is the mind actually? This is yoga. Yoga means unification. Unification with what? Original consciousness. The moment you are united with the consciousness, you are conscious about your being, and then you forget about your mind, forget about your body, and you know who you are. So who am I? I am that. And what is that? I cannot express. Why? Because it is beyond time, space and causation. And that is the reason it is impossible to express. Only I can feel. You can feel. It is all subjective knowledge. No one can tell you what is it. Even the Guru cannot help you. Even the books, the scriptures cannot help you. No one can help you. You have to realize it. Otherwise, then suppose mother is eating the rasgulla and child is asking, how is it? The mother told, so tasty. Is it like the hamburger? No, that is far, far different. So, like that. Directly you have to have the experience, otherwise you won't be able to. What is the rasgulla? It's a white, it is round shape, it is sweet, it is soft. All you can say about that. But about the taste, Boje Pran, Boje Jar, Swami Vivekananda said. Only he can understand who has already realized it. Only he will understand who has taken the rasgulla. Of course, good quality rasgulla. Otherwise, it's wrong content. The rasgulla that comes in that can, it's not real. We are from the land of rasgulla, so we know.
We have in Delhi Bengali market.
Bengali market. So this way we have to understand the direct experience, and then only it is possible. Otherwise you won't be able to. And come here, come and sit. Those who can sit and the squat on the floor, please come and sit over here so that the people who, so they can sit on the chair. Come closer, come close this side. This is also religion, to consider about others, you know. Now suppose I come and sit in the door, and that is exactly the devotees they do. They will come and sit in the door, so that other people come to them. Again there will be commotion. So like that, always, every moment, alert, apramatya. Now, our goal is to reach to that knowledge. Who am I? How can you go? Apramatya, always alert, always conscious. About what? I am not hurting others by any way. I am not creating problem to others by any way. And that alertness, when you focused on your mind, you go deep. So the practice of meditation means stilling your mind, completely calm and controlled. And what the mind is the combination of three qualities. What are the three qualities? Guna. What are the gunas, three qualities? Satya, Raja and Tama. Satya is a good one. So when that is there, so you are happy. Raja is active. And Tama, of course, completely different, opposite to Sattva. If you ask someone, can you please go and stop that? Why? Because the people will be happy, this so much cold is coming. So immediately he will say, no, I won't do. Why should I do? So this way the mind is completely different way it goes. So alertness. The Lord Buddha said, apramatya bhava. Pramatya means we are not alert. So we are concentrating on the self, stealing the mind, actually controlling the three qualities, Satya, Raja and Tama. So we have controlling the whole thing, and then where you go, that is the place where the answer is hidden. Who am I? The answer of the question is over there in that place, consciousness. So this, the goal we know where the actual treasure is. Now we have to understand how to go over there. I am the created being. Who created me? God or the Brahman. And last night we were discussing. The God has created. Out of what? Because any creation means two things. One is intellectual cause, another is material cause. The God was only one. Sadaiva Soumya idam ekam agra asid. Only one was there. And there is no two. The moment you say there were other beings also, or the materials also, the limitation of God comes. It becomes finite. The moment God becomes finite, it is going to be destroyed. Anything finite, going to be destroyed. So it is infinite. And if it is infinite, so obviously you know that if it is infinite, it is one. Infinite cannot have two, so infinite is one. So that is the way we have to go on thinking that God has created me out of what? Out of Himself. In the Christianity also say, the man was made out of God's own image. God's own image. Does it mean I go and see my face in the mirror? Oh, God looks like me? Or another person will know, God out of the same own image, I am the image. God has created me like this, and they will fight. So that is exactly what is happening. The image means what? What is the God's image? Quality of God. What is the quality of God? Discrimination, dispassion. The human beings are the only being which can discriminate. We have given, the God has given us that power to discriminate. We can discriminate. And discriminate between good and bad. Discriminate between permanent and temporary. So we have to understand what is temporary and what is permanent. Everything that we see is nothing but the temporary. But permanent, it never changes. And how you know there is something permanent? Because if there is not something permanent, the transition, the movement, the changes, we won't be able to understand. When the plane is in such a condition flying where there is no even the clouds, you will think, oh, it's just standing. You will feel like opening the door and go out. So it's standing. But it is moving a very fast movement. And nothing is around to compare. So we think it is standing. No. So similarly, something should be there static. We can understand that everything is moving. What is moving? Right from the sun, the moon, the stars, and whole world, and my body, my mind, everything is changing, moving. Just like the flow of water in the river. Now if I turn to myself, I was a little boy, I grew up, and now I'm an elderly person, I am going to die someday. So who is changing? Body. Is it only body? Mind also changing. When we were very young, we were so fond of kites, and the marbles, and the games, and these and that. So many things were there for us, and they were so very real. Now if someone comes and offers me the kites, what I am going to do with them? If they come and say, this is the money you can spend, I'll be happy, donations. But if they say, I am donating you the kites you used to love when you were 8 years old. So that way, mind is also changing. And we can understand the mind changing. Sometimes I am happy, sometimes I am not. Mind is changing. Anything is changing and not permanent. So it is not me, it is not me, it is not me. Long back in Hindi, I saw one small piece of drama. So they were showing Ghar Jana Hai. So someone has come from some other planets, there is the imagination, and he came and he fell down, he took the human form and he became friends to some people, and the enemies also were there, all those things were going on. And sometimes used to look up and see all those stars moving, and used to say, I have to go over there, Ghar Jana Hai. I have to go back to, and his friends used to say, Arey, this is your Ghar, this is your house, where you will go? So one day suddenly they saw that his father is searching, he came down, etc., etc., Ghar Jana Hai. So we are also same like that. Unless we go, we won't get that for which the whole life is striving. What is that? Yesterday I was discussing that. The goal of every human life is to get peace and happiness. Happiness eternal. Peace eternal. Happiness eternal. If you go to a sea resort and sit over there and they bring you a very cool, fresh coconut water, you are in peace. So you drink a little and you enjoy the sea wave, and the life insurance will give the advertisement. You be with us, become your member, and you will get the peace like this. When the coconut is over, again the problem comes, where to throw it. So who will do? And then like that it goes on. The peace eternal, how it can come? I am mentioning the coconut because recently I visited Andaman, and there was a retreat, and one lady came and said, Swamiji, we are in great peace. And you continue, because don't break the peace. So, after some times, they will come and say, oh, this is not there, that is not there, unless really. So it will go on. So in the spiritual retreat, the only thing, peace is necessary. Peace, where from it comes? Satisfaction. When you are satisfied in every condition, when congenial conditions are there, we are satisfied. When it is not, how can you be in peace? It's not so easy. It's very difficult. Now again go back to the same old question. Who is suffering? Mind. It's not the body. So my body is in that situation, but body is not suffering actually. Mind is suffering. Suppose I take the mind from there, body is there in that situation, mind is somewhere else, what will happen? I won't suffer. Sometimes the mothers, they will be coming and going on telling the son, you are not studying, you are going on doing. The son is thinking something else. The football game, where I am going to play, then after half an hour shouting, the mother will look at him and say, hey, you are not listening to me? You were telling something? Okay, you start again. No. So like that. And all this time the mother was shouting, nothing happened to him because his mind was not present. Body was there. Mother saw the body, and mother saw he is looking at her, and she went on giving, as the mother always do, for the betterment of the children. But the son was completely absent because mind was something else, somewhere else. So who am I? Consciousness. This we know. And what is that consciousness? Nobody can explain. You have to realize. Now, what is the way to reach over there? Concentration. And what is the concentration? Completely going beyond the three gunas, Sattva, Raja and Tama. Now, problem of the mind, situation. There is actually no problem, there is a situation always. If you can handle the situation, there is no problem. And I will tell you the incident that happened with me. I was in Arunachal Pradesh. Many of the Indians, they know, northeastern, the China, Burma, India border, a terrible place. They call it golden triangles. Why? because all the narcotics pass from that. So you can, so it's a golden triangle. It's a terrible place. But we are going on giving education, healthcare, and other things in that. And I was there, etc., etc. And sometimes the people underground, they call underground, they are very ruthless people. So they will call you, hey, I need some money. Bring the 2 lakhs, 1 crore, like that they will say. If you don't give, next day you are dead. So it happened. So I received a phone call one day. You have a lot of money? Yes, I told. But who are you? I was asking him. So he said that I am so and so, a commandant of the Naga army. I said, Naga army? I know their major. The Naga army is this major I know. Oh, that is the Indian army. They are not. We are fighting against them. So, but you are still Naga? Yeah, we are Nagas. I said, okay. I knew everything. The moment you rang, but I was going on playing with the words, but I was afraid inside, but I was going on talking like that. Then he said, you come and meet me in the hotel and bring all your account books. I like to see how much money is there, etc. I told, we never go to hotel, sorry. We are monks, we don't go to hotel. So you can come, because every time we are publishing our accounts. So don't you understand who am I? I can go and kill you any moment. I am so and so. He told that this is a terrible name. And I told, oh, that would be wonderful. If you please can come and kill me. See, I am disgusted with this life. So, I don't like to live anymore. But I cannot commit suicide, that is not good. So if you help me to minimize this life, it will be good. Are you joking with me? No, brother, I am so serious. But only request I will have. Can you please come and say that I am going to kill you, so that I can go to my private shrine where the photo of my God is there, and you shoot me in such a way so that my head goes and touches that photo. That only request I will have. Otherwise, no problem. And afterwards you can take any money you like. And he said, are you not afraid of death? And perhaps you don't know that sannyasis are already dead. Because we have done our shraddha long back. So we are already dead and just going on over helping people, giving education to these poor people. And the money that you are talking, not a single funding belongs to me. It's all for that. So I cannot give it. The government and the people, they are giving the money, and I am spending it for your children, for your society, for their education. Even you like to kill me, no problem. Please come. Only this much request. There was a situation. By the grace of Mother, calmly, quietly, I could handle that. He came and told, you are a very wonderful person, I like to see you. But he cannot come before everyone because police and others, they will arrest him. So he came secretly, saw me. When he saw, I don't know, but he came, and then afterwards he told, I have seen you. You are a good looking person. You must be a good person. So continue. We are not going to disturb you. So from there, I felt that everywhere there is a situation, no problem. If you can handle the situation properly, no problem will come. So situation, that is, I'm sorry to say, the next Swami who took charge after me, I came here and he took charge, and the poor man couldn't handle the same situation. They rang him and told, we need money. Someone else, it's not the same group. And he couldn't say anything, and they came in the night and broke the door, entered into his room, and they were holding the gun and touching his head, and he had to give some money, and he broke completely, and then afterwards police came and gave the protection. Now he has been transferred from there to somewhere else. He is very much afraid, etc., etc. So the same situation, he couldn't handle, because the way you have to understand. So from there, conviction has come to me. There will be no problem, only situation. And if you can control the situation properly, no problem will come. Now our situation is, we are unhappy. Sometimes we are happy. Majority of the time we are unhappy. Why? Our desires. That is making us unhappy. So we have to go out of our desires. Nowadays in the social media, they're constantly sending so many good quotes. Recently I received a quote that if you like to travel and enjoy your travel, travel light. And if you like to enjoy your life, give up the burden of desires, then life will be enjoyable. So that is a good thing. But without desire, how can we survive? Desire is there. But if we can turn the desire towards God, the same desire will help us to realize the peace, happiness. I am basically a pure soul. I have nothing to do in this world. Unnecessarily, I am bound and thinking I am doing all this. So who am I? A pure soul, full of knowledge. But I am thinking I am ignorant. I am thinking that I am suffering. I am thinking that I am bound by all this. I am thinking only. I have to go beyond this thought. Now, how to go beyond this thought? Two processes again. One is through jnana, another through bhakti, the devotion. Devotional way is very good, very simple. As Sri Ramakrishna suggested that you develop a relation with God. What is the relation? I am your son, I am your daughter. That's a very good relation. Traditionally, they say there are 5 different relations are there. Like the Dasya Bhava, Sakya Bhava, Madhura Bhava, like that. So, Vatsalya and all that, 5 relations are there. And every time, you have to be very, very careful, my Lord should not be angry. But another bhava, Sri Ramakrishna introduced, and that is called Santana Bhava. What is a Santana Bhava? Santana Bhava means, I am a child, I am a son, I am a daughter, and son and daughter never care about whether the mother or father, what they are thinking. He will go on his own way. The parents are all the time chasing, oh no, you should not go out, outside is cold, put on the proper dress, then go and play. The parents will take care, not the child. What the child will do? Only 2 things. They will be if you go to the park, you will notice children are playing. Sometimes they are turning their head and seeing whether the mother is there or not. So the faith on mother, faith on father. So we have to constantly have the faith. God is there, you are there, so I go for play. I go for job. I go for samsara. I go for do this and that. But be with me. Are you with me? Constantly have to ask on. That's the devotional way. A completely faith on God, you must be there. And when we go in that way, whatever thing that we do, and the children after the school or the game, they will come back and report to the mother. Today I gave, that the game was going on, I scored 2. Or I netted the box after the play, the basketball, I netted 3, then they will be all reporting. The mother will also go on encouraging, oh, 3, next time I'll have to listen that you have done 6. So like that encouraging. Similarly, come back and talk to God and say, I have done this, I have done this, I have done this. What will happen? You will never be able to do anything wrong. So that I have to report to my father, I have to report to my mother. How can I say that all this wrong thing I have done? You won't be so conscious again about your controlling the emotions, your thoughts. Provocation comes, but immediately you think, no, I have to go back and report to the God what I have done. I should not be tempted with the provocation. So what is happening? You are controlling yourself. How? With the relation with the God. And what is the relation? Son and father relation. Son and mother relation. The child and the parents relation. So I go back and then stand before the picture. I report all that I have done. Slowly, slowly you will develop. And every time in problem you turn back and say, now Father, what shall I do? You will get the answer. And that is called faith. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, Vishwash holo to hoye gel. If you can develop the faith, 100% faith on God, then you have completed. All your spiritual pursuit is over. So when we are trying to understand who am I, the very immediate reply, you are God. And nothing less than God. Now the question is, how to realize that I am God? How to know that I am God? The process is two. First is devotional way. And second, of course, the jnana. Dhyana and karma is supportive. But the jnana and bhakti, they are the major part. And in the bhakti, you are constantly going on working, physically and mentally, and concentrating on God. Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Concentration. So similarly, in the Jnana Marga also, you are going on discriminating. Who am I? I am a jiva, they say. I am a humble being. And who is this jiva? The reflection of the Supreme God. Then what is the difference? Jiva and Shiva. The Shiva is all pure, purity. All big, all vast. I am not. Now, they develop the way of understanding that's called Lakshana. Lakshana means the way, the proof it goes. One is Jahal Lakshana, Ajahal Lakshana, Jahal, Ajahal, Lakshana. The three Lakshanas are there. The way they prove. What is Jahal Lakshana? You give up the whole thing and accept another meaning. Suppose you ask a person, where do you live? Oh, I live on that wonderful lake. You come and visit me. Michigan Lake. I live on Michigan Lake. So naturally, the second question you will ask, are you living on a houseboat? Because on the lake you are living means you must be living on a boat. Are you living on the water? But nobody will ask that. They understand. He is mentioning that somewhere on the shore I am there. So I live on Ganga. Most of the people they say, you come to Kashi and my house just come on the Ganga. I live on Ganga. And you also understand that when he says that I am living on Ganga means it's not Ganga. So what you were doing to understand the meaning? You are giving up the whole word that he mentioned, Ganga, and adding something. What is that? The shore, the beach, like that. So Jahal means giving up the whole thing and then taking completely new word, new idea and getting the meaning of it. When we talk in that way, and the people who are understanding, they also understand. The process is Jahal Lakshana. Give up the word that he is mentioning and accept something else, add, and then get the meaning. This is one process. God is pure. And God is good. God is all powerful. Which one you will give up? Nothing. So when we apply the same method to understand God, and the God means all-pervading, all-powerful, all-loving. So Jahal Lakshana cannot be applied over here. Because Jahal Lakshana means giving up. So I cannot give up all these good qualities that the God truly is having and add something else. So no, it is not. Second, ajahal lakshana. Without giving up anything, you add something and get the meaning. When I went to see these people, they are describing the car race. They went to see the car race. And one friend is announcing to the another, you know that red one, it ran so fast, it became the fast one. Or you have gone to the horse race, and the white one, that became the first, it ran so fast. White is the color. Color cannot run. See, we always talk like that, but we do not know how we understand. So this is ajahal lakshana. Ajahal, I am not giving up the horse, white. I am adding with the white horse. Where you went? I went into the horse race. And white became fast. White means white horse. Black became second. Black means black horse. So what is happening? He is mentioning black became second. Am I giving up the black? The black is there. What I am doing? Adding with that horse. Because he was in the horse race. So this is called ajahal lakshana. We are not aware actually how we understand the meaning of the words. And the Hindu, they go so deep to understand each and everything. So they have made jahal lakshana, ajahal lakshana. So we cannot apply the ajahal lakshana to understand God also. Now it's called jahal, ajahal lakshana, the third one. I give up, I retain, and I add. Now God is all powerful. It is better to say in this way, Ram is a good boy. Shyam is not a good boy. Ram is a tall person. Shyam is a short person, is not tall. All this comparison goes on and on. One common thing is there. Both are human children, human child. The Ram is a human and Shyam is a human. So I give up all the qualities and I keep only that he is a boy, both are boys. So with that boy, I find that both are human beings. Now, if we apply this process to understand, am I God? Because when you went to the Guru said, Aham Brahmasmi Tattvamasi. That Mahavakya they say. Maha means the great words. The great words is that I am Brahman, Guru said. And you are also that, thou art that. How will you understand that? So we apply this Jahal Ajahal Lakshana to understand the meaning of it. How the Guru is telling that I am also Brahman. So Ram and the Shyam, they are everything different, but in one thing is common in both. What is that? They are both boys and they are human beings. Now God is all powerful consciousness. I am very little powerful consciousnness. They're like the consciousness. With the God and the being it goes. All other things if I give up, Jahal means give up. He is big, powerful, I am weak. And he is this and I am this. Like that. But then ultimately what remains? Consciousness. And that proves I am conscious. So this is the way of the Vedanta Vadis, those who follow the path of knowledge.
That's neti, same thing.
I am not this, is a different way. And this is to understand the meaning of the Mahavakyas. And then practice is neti. Understanding the meaning of the Mahavakya means this. Now when Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna told the Swami Vivekananda that you have the great potentiality couldn't understand that. And he said the power that is now manifesting in the Keshab Chandra Sen, he was a great speaker, orator in those days. That type of 18 powers are there within you. When the 18 power, 18 times better, will manifest within you, then you will understand what you are. So the young man of 29, he came in America and he stood before the 7,000, the best minds of the Europe and America, and he, in just one or two words, he conquered the whole heart. The tremendous power manifested. It's not so easy. You know, in Calcutta, that they also organized the 100 years of the Parliamentary Religion. That was in 1993. It was 1893, 1993. This was in Calcutta. And a different type of religious group came, and one gentleman came, I have forgotten which actually religion he was representing, but he came in the fashion of Swami Vivekananda. Only Vivekananda was Gerua, the saffron, he came in the white. The same way the trouser and the long coat and the pakdi and all that. When his chance came to speak, he came and stood before the microphone and said, "Sisters and brothers of Calcutta." And nobody clapped. Yeah, it's okay. And then next. They continued just 10 minutes. But this fellow, he was under the impression after reading Vivekananda, the moment he said, "Sisters and brothers," naturally everybody clapped. So he felt that they will also. So he was standing in the same way, keeping both the hands crossed on his chest. And "Sisters and brothers of Calcutta," the second time he shouted. Then all people started, what he is doing? And then he should continue, no? 10 minutes is his time, and then after the third time he was repeating, Lokesharandaji Maharaj, the then chairman over there, he slowly came and kept his hand on at his back and told, "Brother, continue, it's okay." When he was telling that, though very softly, we could hear because the microphone. So we were there. So he said like that. It is not the gesture that the Swami Vivekananda understood and you follow like that. No. It was the feeling. So who am I? I am Brahman. Who are you? You are also Brahman. So that is the feeling, and to understand that we need sadhana. And what is the sadhana? Again, two different ways, whichever is applicable to you. One is positive, another is negative. The positive, devotional, iti, iti, iti. Iti means this, this, this. And the jnana margi, neti, neti, neti. Not this, not this, not this. Jnana and bhakti completely different. So neti means not this, I am not this, I am not this, I am not this. They will go on repeating that way. And devotion, they say, anything that we say, this is my God's. The flower, this is for my God. Food, this is for my God. And wherever they will go, whatever they will see, it is my God, my God, my God. Iti, iti, iti. So wherever I see. So they say, Yatra yatra netra padi tatra tatra Krishna spuri. In the devotional will they say, wherever I see only Krishna. There is no difference. How can I say that they are not Krishna? They are all Krishnas to me. So iti way, a very positive way. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna introduced this. He told, if you can see God by closing your eyes, can't you see God by opening your eyes? With the open eyes you can also see God. And who are the gods? All the beings that comes. And that is called iti, the positive way. Ishavashyamidam sarvam yat kincha yagatyam yagat. All that you see is nothing but the manifestation of the God, because God is in everything, everything. If that is true, then why not all the people that you see is God? But what we say, I am Brahman, You are also Brahman. Are you having the Yajna? Oh, yes. Well, you are also Brahman. Acha. And you are having the Yajna? No. You are having money, right? Yes. Then you are also Brahman. So I am taking in my fold, in my camp, all that I like. Another, no. You are not. You are not. You are not. It is not. So it's very difficult. Jnana Margi is very difficult. Bhakti Marg, very difficult. Because it is all either positive or completely negation of name, fame, everything. So then only you can reach over there. It is not so easy. And in Hindi, you know that in our country when they speak, and they say in Hindi, and because they are giving the address, one politician he was addressing. Mere bhaiyo aur bahino. And the moment they say bhaiyo aur bahina, and he noticed that his wife is sitting along with the other ladies. Then he say ek chhod ke. So those who understand Hindi can enjoy. So the ek chhod ke means he was addressing all the ladies as his sister. Then suddenly he noticed that the wife is there, the minus one. Now that is not the way. So this is cheating. You are not sincere. If you say there is no God, say there is no God. If you say there is God, there is God. And you cannot simply deny. So, who am I in that search? What I find? God everywhere. When I am searching the question, that is, who am I? And after reaching to that answer, when I get that answer, what answer I get is God everywhere or consciousness everywhere. So, you know that what happened, that I went to somebody's house, it was in northern India, and there, this gentleman told, please be seated, Swamiji, I'll prepare a cup of tea and come. Then suddenly one young girl, hardly 6 or 7 years old, somewhere she was playing. She came running to the room, suddenly saw me, and in the beginning she was frightened and stood and was looking at me. Then she asked him, Bengali, who are you? Tumi ke? Who are you? I told, sweetie, I am searching for that answer only. Who am I? I don't know, I am searching. Then she frowned and went inside, talked to it maybe with mother and someone. Then came back with a very serious face and she was asking, can't you remember your name also? So who am I? So if you go and ask the world, immediately they will send you to the doctors. And this is not that. Who am I? I am nothing but a reflection of God. Thank you. If you have any question, we'll ask them.
Yes, I just, on the last point, Swami Vivekananda once told Josephine MacLeod, look, incidentally, you are American and a woman, but really, you are a child of God.